Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network for technical analysis with Ali. Today is November 21st, 2024. Let's get to the chart, see what chart tells us because we have got lots of things to cover today. All right, so here is S&P 500 4-hour chart. And we just got into the area that we were waiting for since the beginning of this bounce. And I would say this is going to be the area that I'm looking for short position. So today we just got into short position, a small position, a stop loss obviously is above this line, which is 6,033. I just put my stop loss there. And right now we are just in a small profit just because as soon as it gets there, we just trigger the short position. I was looking for this area for a long time, so we will see how it goes. Obviously, this is very, very small position. If it goes higher, it's going to invalidate it. We have a stop loss to our trade. And but I would say this is going to be the beginning of the bigger sell-off all the way to here to this pivot, which is going to be November pivot. And potentially, if we go to daily chart, we can see market can go actually all the way down to 56 to 56, 56. So this is the area that I'm looking for a great buying opportunity. Um, Tomorrow we will have a Friday session. So Friday we may see another potential a green bar, which is the last green bar before the sell-off. There is going to be a potential scenario, even just a shadow to this area. I don't ignore that one, but I would say I'm kind of like waiting for this after a 5 days rally, 4 days rally to the upside. This is a very, very nice shadow rally. And I'm just looking for a confirmation to the downside. If it gets there, that's going to be kind of like the scenario that I'm looking for. Moving on to Nasdaq, which is kind of like the same scenario, but still it didn't get there. So Nasdaq is just reversing down. Very wild price action today and yesterday. So this is a candle for yesterday. You see that this is a big swing from the down to the top, and then getting kind of like a close to previous 4 hour short. But today, we just got a rally to the upside, but getting back to the downside after hitting 20,762. So that's the area that I'm looking for as a resistance. Still didn't get there to my ideal scenario, but as I show you, S&P 500 just get into that area. So for the Nasdaq, if this is the reversal, or there's going to be a chance to go higher, but if this is the reversal, we can go lower than that. So the first target is going to be 19,600, which is going to be middle of this weight range bar, exactly on top of this pivot here. Lots of support here, but middle of this weight range bar and this pivot is very important. If it doesn't hold this area, we may see another potential advance to the downside to 19,000 area, which is going to be again a great buying opportunity if you ask me. So well, we'll see how it goes for these two. Again, I will give you update day by day and week by week, but the position is pretty small. Moving on to Dow, which is actually rocket start today. Dow and also Russell 2000 actually did very well. Dow just got into the buy signal. We just got it 2 days ago. If you remember, 2 days ago, I said that Dow is going to get back up. And nicely, today we just got a 1%, almost a more than 1% rally to the upside. So still is going to be the scenario that Dow can push higher, even to new all-time high. Don't ignore that one. But if you see a divergence here in new all-time high, that would be kind of like a strong sell. So there is going to be a divergence in the stocks and indexes. Obviously, the techies actually were down today. The big techs actually are in trouble, but heavy value names, even the small caps, actually are doing well. So stochastic, we just got a nice buy signal here. Even MACD turned to positive. But I don't care about the MACD signal. I'm just looking at this and also looking at the MACD histogram. So for those ones who are looking for MACD sell signal or buy signal, this is not my favorite. I don't say it is okay or not okay if you want to watch it. Just do your due diligence based on your trade strategies. I don't believe in MACD sell signal or buy signal. It is very, very, I would say, unreliable for me at least. But this one is getting back to the upside. We may see a potential double top and getting back to the downside. Gold coming up again, so just pushing higher, getting close to my um, box, which is 2677 or 2700. That's going to be the scenario that I'm looking at for a short position. Right now, we are forming complete this QM pattern. So we are kind of like getting close to potentially another push higher. The reason that I'm bearish with gold is this chart, silver. Silver doesn't participate in this rally. So without silver participation, this is scary, folks, because gold is just going higher while silver is down. This is not a broad-based rally, and also silver forms exactly the same like gold. It just going down, QM pattern, getting back to the upside. So it's kind of like a pullback. We may see another pop. There is going to be a chance, but it's going to be limited. There are lots of supply area here, here. There's going to be lots of supply, 31 to 32. That's the area that I'm just looking at. And we may see potential go down to this area. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to uh, crude here. Crude just getting back to the upside. This is nice scenario for crude. Crude just got back. This is a bullish consolidation. We may see a pop. So this pop is getting back to the upside. Still looking for 72. So 72 could be the scenario that we can see. If crude gets back higher, we may see some kind of like um, a resistance here to this area. If it consolidates here, we're going to tackle another time to 75 to 76, close above this 78. That's the area that I'm looking at for crude parabolic rally to the upside. Still looking for lots of um, good potentials actually for crude, but we may need to be cautious because there are lots of chops here. I know lots of people are just losing their faith for crude. Still, I'm kind of like seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, at least for me. Not just because I think, because I believe crude, we may see geopolitical tension is going to impact, but ultimately during Trump's administration, crude is going to go down. So if you just remember last time, I know it was COVID kind of like a supply chain issue, and also Russia, Saudi Arabia. Remember that for the battle on the price, but we may see geopolitical tensions that is going to impact the crude, and crude can go higher for the short term. Moving on to Bitcoin, which is rocking to the upside. Fantastic book, 98,000. 98,000 Bitcoin, still 110 is going to be on my plate. I was hoping if Bitcoin gives me kind of like a buying opportunity for a next rally. Seems like Bitcoin is going up without letting me to add to my position. Again, I'm telling you, I sold 50% of my position Bitcoin here, but still I keep the rest 50%. So still I'm in, still I participate in this rally, but I would be very, very kind of like a delightful if Bitcoin gave me this opportunity to go down here. I added more and then going back to the upside. Anyway, so we can't get all the movements from the chart, but Bitcoin is on their way for $110. Ethereum, fantastic surge to the upside, 9%. Look at this, 9% to the upside, great move. Ethereum can go to 35 to 3600 for short term. And if this goes higher, I would say Ethereum can tackle to new all-time high. So we will see how it goes. U.S. bond yield just sparking higher. This one doesn't want to stop. It's going just a higher, keep grinding higher. U.S. bond yield can go to 4.50%. Seems like inflation is coming back seriously. So, or it's going to come back in the future just because bond yield is telling us that the stronger dollar is gonna just give more signal for the inflation. Bond still chopping around here. It doesn't go down, it doesn't go up, so it's still forming kind of like it's very confused because bond wants to go higher, but there is lots of pressure from bond yield to push it down. Without bond yield or stronger dollar, bond would skyrocket to the upside, something like this, which I believe it's coming. It's coming and it can go lead the bond to 103 to 105. VIX coming down today, still holding up above $16. Dixie dollar stronger again. This is just a minor pullback for a nice surge to the upside. This is crazy, folks. Dollar is getting stronger and stronger after election or even before. It just gave us a signal for strong government is coming. Strong, I mean, like a government for dollar is coming to the admin, which is Donald Trump in this case. Magma indicator going down today, very choppy. I would say Nasdaq and also S&P can go lower, while the other names actually can go higher. Apple down 48 cents. Amazon down $4.50. And it is very interesting. Nasdaq ended up positive, and if you look at all big techies, they were negative. This is very rare, folks. Usually, market just driven based on these Max 7 stocks, but most of them, I would say almost all of them, just went down, except Nvidia today. Nvidia, after great earning yesterday, just have a very, very minimum, like less than 1% positive. If you remember my video yesterday, I said, don't pay attention to after hours trading because Nvidia um, it's going to have like a different reaction in market. We will get to Nvidia later on, but Amazon just a $4.50 down, 198. So it needs to go below 184 to just see more acceleration to the down. So still just the chopping round. Meta just going down. This is still in this white aggressive pennant pattern here. Microsoft is getting back down. So this chart is sick, guys. This chart is sick. It doesn't go anywhere. 430 is a big resistance here, and also 400 is going to be just the support. But you see that if you're kind of like inclining to breaking to the downside. So if it goes down, there's going to be the same scale like this. So it's going to be the same scale like this. It's going to go down. And where we get here, this area. I know it's crazy, $3 trillion market cap. It's going to go down. It's going to just bring all the indexes down, which is going to be, I would say, fantastic buying opportunity. So stay tuned for that one. Google just going down. You know what's the news? So they want to just split. I mean, like a Democrat parties, they're just doing lots of things actually after election. Seems like they're just putting pressure on Google. I don't know if this is something political or just a normal, but I would say this is I have to say this is unfair for a company if you're just growing a software, working on and just become the stronger. And they're saying you are the strongest and you have to divide yourself. And I said, come on, this is against entrepreneurship. This is against the business model. We are just making it stronger and stronger, and you're just ordering us. You need to sell some portion because you are monopolizing the market. Instead of dividing me, just bring the very fair value, or I should say free market infrastructure to the other companies growing up, they can beat me self. So instead of just dividing me. So it seems like they're just kind of like ordering Google to sell the Google Chrome still. They have a chance to reply. So we will see how it goes. But Google obviously just hammered today 4% to the downside. Tested this trend line here, just getting back here to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. Netflix, $13 up today, new all-time high. Tesla going down, still bullish consolidation, but $2 down today. Semiconductor index after Nvidia surged today, just going higher. But I would say semi is just going up because of one name, and that is my favorite name. We will get to that one. Stocks, the same pattern here, just getting back to the upside. I would say 230. That's going to be the area that we can see stocks is kind of top. Taiwan Semiconductor, this is still bullish consolidation. I like the pattern here, but I would say the overall market is in shaky mode. But if stocks or Taiwan Semiconductor it was in a better kind of like a market condition, we would say this is a very great bullish pattern and it can go higher. Still, it can go higher. I'm not saying. I'm just hesitating just because the overall market is shaky. AMD, so this one is lagging. Obviously, this is forming a bearish consolidation. And if it gets down here below this pivot, that would be kind of like a good buying opportunity. Nvidia, look at the big swings today. New all-time high, nominal new all-time high, coming back down, close at 146 even after hours. It's just going lower. I would say Nvidia, this area could be great buying opportunity. So we'll see how it goes. I would say this is a very, very nice opportunity here for Nvidia. Moving on, Texas Instruments, another doji bar here. This is my favorite one. Lamb Research, just going down, stop hunted, getting back up. So recaptured this to important pivotal point. The next step is going to be this. So if it goes there, remember I was talking about the W pattern, which is stretching the second pivot lower and getting back to the upside. This is exactly is forming like this. So the next step is going to be, we're going to watch 78. If it goes above 78, this one can go higher. I would say all the way up to 94 to 96. So we'll see how it goes, but interesting time for Lamb researchers coming. XLF, 63 cents up, new all-time high for XLF. Banking sector still rocking up to the upside. That's why Russell 2000 and Dow just went well. KBE, large cap bank ETF going higher today. KRE, the same pattern. Regional banks actually going higher. JP Morgan going higher again. And Goldman, they're getting back to highs, potentially get into new all-time high. Bank of America, 40 cents up, but Wells Fargo nicely getting to, is this a new all-time high for Wells Fargo? Yes, a new all-time high for Wells Fargo today, and this is fantastic, $75 for Wells Fargo. Moving on to the gold miners, GDX just 1% up today, another bass session. It can go higher to 39, but I would say it can roll over. GDXJ 76 cents up, AEM 77 cents up today. Newmont 33 cents up. Still, I'm just looking for a lower low for getting back to the long position. Franco-Nevada nicely moving higher. This one waterfall, this one is going up. A very, very good stock for traders. Gold Barrick, the same pattern. It's just sparking higher after this waterfall to the downside. I would love to see Gold Barrick here in this area to buy. Moving on to my favorite sector, XLE, just going back higher. XLE getting to this area, which is a short-term resistance here. We may see a pullback, but this is just going to be a pullback. XOP, the same pattern here, getting to the resistance. OH, nicely moving higher. Lots of resistance here, but if it goes again, another potential pullback, getting back to the upside, that would be a fantastic buying opportunity because it's going to just break through nicely to the upside. Moving on to Exxon, $1.61 up, and Chevron, 30 cents up today. Not a bad session, still struggling to get through, but if it gets through, it's going to go very, very nicely to the level that I pointed in my video. Make sure watch my video for the Trump and crude. That is very, very, I would say, very informative. You wouldn't miss anything if you just take your time, because you're gonna miss a lot if you haven't watched that video. All right, guys, have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.